All right, everyone, welcome back. We are going to talk about the Bitcoin halving here. So, I know a lot of people are wondering what happens during the halving. Now, we're going to focus on the monthly chart here, but if we were to zoom down, which I guess I need to here, let's zoom into the daily chart here. And I just want to show you guys what happens. So, that is the recent halving of today. We're going to go all the way back to the 2020 and 2016 halving here. Just bear with me for just a moment here because it is very interesting what happens around the halving, or at the halving, that is. So, the first, or the most recent halving back here in 2020, you can see if we simply measure this out, going from that low here to that high, you can see it rallied about 20% here. So we rallied about 20% on BTC from the 2020 halving, but then notice we went sideways for about 75 bars here. So 75 days of going completely sideways on Bitcoin here. So just keep that in mind. Now, if we go all the way back to the 2016 halving, we did end up going sideways for a much longer. I believe it's 109 bars, 109 days. But the reason for that is, if you guys remember back in 2016, Bitfinex was hacked and they stole about $72 million worth of BTC back then. So here's the 2016 halving. You can see it pretty much rallied, I think, about 9% here. So if we go from the candle here on the day of the halving, and you can see we rallied for about a week, up about 9% here, and then we went sideways. We had that crash due to Bitfinex, from what I gather, and then we ended up going sideways here from then until we really broke out. You can see it was about 108 to 109 days before we really had a breakout here, and then we ended up testing it as support, and then we went up. So with all that being said, we're going to zoom out to the monthly chart here. I made this chart about 6 or 7 months ago, and I just haven't done anything with it. I've been wanting to do an update here, but today's the last day. Today is the halving, so I might as well get it done. Now, if we look here on the monthly chart, let me reset this. Let me get this to where we can see it a lot better. Let me go ahead and move these off of the chart from the daily there. Now, focusing on what the chart here is telling us, you can notice we do have the green, red, and orange lines here. The red lines are the bottoms, the orange lines are the halvings, the green lines are the tops. So back here in 2017 or 2013, you can see we have 12 bars to the high and then 14 bars to the low. Now we're going to mainly focus on the most recent two halvings. So going from the halving to the high, we have 17 bars. Fast forward to 2020, from the halving to the high, we have 18 bars. Now if we go with that same pattern, we can go from today, where we have the halving, and you could say 19 bars. So 17, 18, 19, just to kind of speculate here. So that's going to put the high for this cycle in November of 2025, potentially. And then you can see also, if we go from green to red, from the high to the next low, 12 bars here puts us in November of 2026. And then potentially the next halving is April of 2028. So the next bottom, as you can see here, could be November 2026, and the high this cycle potentially in November of 2025 here. And I know a lot of people are calling for, because we already broke the previous high, a much sooner top. But if we go by history here, where the numbers are not very different, that tells us November of 2025 is the top here. Now, also notice on the chart, we have that 17, 18, 19. Every time we have a bottom to the halving, it is 17 bars, 17 bars, 17, or where's the 17 bars? Oh, that's the older one. So we have from the halving to the top, 17 bars, from the halving to the top, 19, just to recap here, and from the halving today to a potential top at 19 bars. And then if we go from the bottom, we have 18 bars, the bottom to the halving, 17 bars, bottom to the halving, 17 bars, and that's where we get this bottom to the halving, 17 bars here. So all the numbers are lining up, and we could potentially see exactly where the top and the bottom should be this next coming cycle here. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if we get a little rally. Remember, we had about a 9% rally and then a 20% rally out of the last two cycles here. And then we kind of just went either down and just went sideways for a couple of months. So We may end up going sideways if we kind of speculate off of that. 74 to 109, that's half that. And let's just say we go, well, let me go to the daily chart here so we can see this a lot better. So if we just kind of speculate here and go from today, that probably puts us in about late July before we end up going up. So if we go out to about 90 bars here, anywhere from 74 to 90, 74 puts us in early July, and then if we go out to about 90 bars, puts us in mid-July. So July could be the month where we finally start having a real breakout here. So we may end up going sideways for the next 3 months here, just to let you guys know. So we'll see what happens. And as always, good luck, not financial advice. Thanks for watching. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.